Gehen wir live und fragen die Leute selber. Jetzt höre ich etwas, ja.
Gut.
Aber macht das Sinn, bevor es über das kann?
Ja, und aber der erste Titel. Ja, machen wir.
Also da höre ich etwas. Mach du mal umschalten.
Two frames, wow.
Wo ist die andere Kamera?
Da.
Aha. Nein.
Ich so, hör auf. Du willst unbedingt, dass der mächtige Ungrund ist. So. And now it's me on the video game playing side again.
Ja, scheint zu schwachseln. Let's go. Hi everybody.
Hello everyone. Are you hearing us all right? We
Yeah.
have no idea if the sound works. We have had a little bit of trouble with this new recording setup we have.
Yeah.
So do tell us if that stuff works.
Yeah, please tell us. It would be awesome.
But anyway, even if you can hear us. So hello everyone, Faith Soulpire, SV, Stark October, welcome to the dev stream.
Hey, it's working.
Where we, as usual, on every first day of the month, talk a little bit about the Wandering Village and do other stuff. Maybe we just start with... No, but we won't start with stuff today. I think we're going to start with the Wandering Village today.
Yeah. As we were always packed with new stuff in the last couple of streams. Now this time thought, hey, let's just do a more chilled stream. Be together with the community so we can hear what you would like also to see. As mentioned in the event text in Discord, we might just play what you want, but we can also just start with the Wandering Village and then we can see what the future brings. But if you have any ideas on what we should play, let us know. If you just want us to play the Wandering Village, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, we see this game every day and we're slowly working towards the update, but you maybe only see it once a month. I don't know if you actually own the game. Anyone in the chat? Discord.
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah. A reason for why there aren't so many news, which are like content heavy for the update, is because we're just like we're polishing all the stuff that's already in. Right now, summer is almost here, or at least in a couple of months.
Spring.
Which
well into spring.
For us means trailer making time. So all these summer shows on Steam or wherever they are, they demand some new fresh content, and we are doing a lot of trailer recording. So, which is not something that we can show you right now. So, yeah.
Can't even tell you what the trailers are for. That's a secret.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yes. But actually, for all those like hardcore fans, if you're on the testing branch, you're also getting a lot of what's going on right now. Now we just may need to pack it in a real neat way and make it so that the new player sees the game and thinks, wow, I'm not gonna skip this video, I'm gonna watch it till the end. It looks like a good game. So, yeah.
Speaking of the game, shall we get to it?
Yeah, sure. Let's hop in.
Can you please do the OBS thingy you have for your computer there?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, do you want to play for a change, or should I keep going with the save from last time around, maybe? I think it was... That can't be right.
Hey, until the people tell me what they would like to see, I would just maybe show them all. Do they have all the decorations already in the test branch? They do, right? Yeah. Okay, so they're pretty up to date, probably. Nothing. Hey, let's continue with what we have.
Well, we can show off some new things still, even though we are well into the polishing phase of this update. But Polish is also nice to look at. Now you see a Unity message, which is perfect to show on the screen. Because we're playing this in the Unity editor, where we have the most current version of the game. And I'm being told that I'm not speaking loudly enough.
Yeah.
So what did I want to show? Yeah, of course we're going right ahead and cheating. So I can show you some of the new buildings our artist Steffi has drawn up.
Oh yeah. Also because all the stuff needs to get into the trailer, because they need new content, and we have new buildings that are fresh out of the oven.
So the Ombu Pharmacy, previously a placeholder with a giant white shield saying Ombu Pharmacy, has been replaced with this beautiful thing. Look at it. It looks a little bit like an Ombu, doesn't it? With the platform here and the tail here and the head there with the horns. I think this one is very pretty, like just in the city, very colorful.
Hey, it's probably the most beautiful building so far.
But they don't have any resources, so let's give them some. So they can start producing our antitoxin, because if you've missed the last screen, you now have to produce. Oh, the particle effect is in the right place. It's a crowd shame. Someone has to pay for this now. Looks like it's another finger from Marcus.
Yeah, as you see, it had to be done really fast. Steffi worked until, I don't know, 12 or until noon on Tuesday, because we need to record scenes with it.
You mean midnight?
Midnight, I mean midnight. Yeah, till noon.
I work till noon every day.
Yeah. What else? Also the
aqua farm, exactly. So if you happen to okay, let's show you guys something really funny. We're gonna skip ahead into a water biome. Okay, Ombu, it's time to go, and go fast, high speed. Let's go till we find the water biome.
You might want to put a horn blower on it. So you did.
I did. No worries. I know how to play video game. Let's cheat some more. We can decide the path. And now it's going into a water biome. And also just make it regular speed. High speed. Oh. And place. What did I want to place? A fishery, exactly. That's over here in the food. That'll get us some fish once we enter the water. The fish now have an acid there. If you're on the testing branch, those were probably still poorly drawn ducks.
Yeah, it could have been the ducks, yeah. But on the testing branch, is there the water biome? I don't think so.
There isn't even a water biome on the testing branch, right? Yeah. You haven't seen any of this. Cool. Well, maybe on the last stream or something. Water-related buildings need to be along the edge. Some of them, like those buildings that actually dredge something out of the water, like the fishery or the seawater collector, for example. But there's also some water buildings that don't have to be on the edge, like this aqua farm, for example. Farming building that can have its plots anywhere. So let's just plop one down here, give it some plots.
And the temperature needs to be just right, so...
Yeah, it's very sensitive, these aqua farm buildings, because it's quite powerful when the conditions are right, because it just multiplies your food, basically. But it's also very fragile, so if you don't pay attention, you're gonna lose all your food, because you use that to plant, basically. It's not actually planting, it's water stuff. I don't know how that works.
I don't know the right term. Growing?
Hydroponics? No. Something like that. Keep seeing these red and white flags as Swiss flags. Well, we're not that nationalists.
Oh, well.
Okay, so Ombu is just gonna walk through here. This is like a little island that's here where Ombu can sleep.
And look, new
Because-
places, new assets also on the world map, by the way.
There's a shipwreck that you can explore with your scavengers. And also these islands are the only places where Ombu can sleep in the water biome. And swimming, if we weren't cheating, it would be very exhausting for Ombu. So you really have to take care of its energy this time around.
By the way, I'm asking myself, why don't we see the chat overlay?
Maybe because we don't have it activated? I don't know.
Let's see.
While we are just watching Ombu take to the water
I don't know.
and watching Roger fiddle with OBS.
Oh, all good, all good. We can read the chat anyways.
You can like make it like a little more scene. Turn off the UI. Also, this cheat activated.
And look how he's swimming.
Yeah, and also we've put some work into the water biome, so that looks pretty now. So, a lot of cool stuff happening. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have like an update on the testing branch soon-ish.
There happened a lot, like from last week to this week, because last week, like the floor here was empty. Now there are decorations. The water shader is done. Well, it was done a couple of weeks ago. But we are really getting ready to ship this update. Well, we're not ready, but we're getting ready.
And as you can see, the fishery is now working, and the people are transporting fish into the aqua farm, and then they plant the fish in these little pools, and then they swim around, and then they multiply, and then you get more fish out of each pool. But if the temperature changes, your fish die a horrific death, as fish tend to do. I've had an aquarium, I know.
Really?
I did have an aquarium.
Ooh.
Or we did, as a family did. But
Yeah.
it was around for quite a few years, so not all fish die instantly, but fish are quite fragile. New fish. Yeah, so these are two of... I haven't given
Wait,
you a
what?
proper look
Plant
at
fish? Yeah.
Yes.
But there's not only
plant
fish. We also
fish.
have other resources.
There's other resources in the water, like for example, we can set this one to collect kelp for us. Now they're collecting kelp.
What's
and
the
now-
difference, like gameplay-wise, between kelp and fish?
Fish are like a raw food, but not one you can eat raw. You have to cook it. But
No?
Yeah.
No sushi?
no, these are all. I mean, there's also events in the water where there's like giant tapeworms, so you probably don't want to eat anything out of these waters raw.
No sashimi?
No. You have to cook them, and the kelp serves an entirely different purpose. This ombu food, basically, like mushrooms, but a very nutritious sort. I can show you the tech tree, which also has gotten a little bit of an update. That you can...
I just had an idea.
Ombu. The filling ombu food that you can now prepare at the ombu kitchen is made from kelp, for example.
Oh yeah, Chaos in a Box said we have to be careful with resources, especially when we are in a desert biome. Oh yeah, that was me today, trying to record a scene for the trailer where we are coming from the desert into the water, and I always wondered why my fish aren't, my fish farm isn't growing, so they were all dying all the time, until I realized.
There's our kelp. This is riveting gameplay.
But you said you can't eat raw fish. I'm not happy with that. What is with ceviche? Ceviche is so good. Do you know it?
I know it. I don't think I've had it.
Okay. It's like raw fish. I think some sort of a cream lime sauce. At least the way I had it. It's so good.
Yeah, now we can. Haven't even given them a real proper look at the... Should turn the UI back on. The aqua farm. building, which is also new. You see like lots of fish stuff, harpoons, fishing rods, that's the word. And we have some kelp growing here.
And some baseball bats inside for when the fish is not in the mood of...
Well, that's just the humane way to kill fish.
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. The humane way, like the human way.
Let's speed it up a little, and then we can see the grown-up fish, and we also have a new little animation for...
Last item on skill tree, sashimi upgrade. Boom!
It was probably terrible for everyone who has headphones.
I'm sorry for the clap.
Look at the fish.
But that's a good idea. You can do an upgrade.
Look, the fishes when they come out of the water.
Yeah, they're so sweet when they're...
And now they're
chilling
getting
there.
ready to be murdered. Ah, yeah, see the fishing rod. I'll turn the UI back. And we have a bucket full of fish.
Yeah,
and more
but
fish.
what are you gonna do with the fish? You do grilled fish?
Yes.
What else?
Right now it's grilled fish.
Oh, okay.
It's
Because
like,
when I've seen something in the back end, but for now it's grilled fish.
it's grilled fish, and there's also like the idea of like more different ombu foods, but that's
Sure.
in the future.
Yeah, run some tests before we actually have
Yes.
it.
Also some other things in the future, which I will not mention in case we change our minds. I don't want to promise too much.
Aspies is already thinking further and sees the aquafarms as water storage.
Yeah, they do store water, but they use that also for planting. Because of course you need to seed those pools.
But if you if you put the crop away or the pools away, do you get the water back?
No,
Okay.
of course not. Like imagine some rice farmer, and then oh, I'm gonna get rid of this rice, and then he just goes and stores his water.
That would be a
somewhere.
lot of
That would be
work.
Crazy. Also, this one is not even the current version. We now have like a little shed here to fill this empty space.
Yeah, Steffi's still painting on it.
Yeah.
I misclicked once because it looked so empty.
Anything else new and exciting that we haven't shown off in
Hey,
buildings?
that was the freshest of the fresh. The evaporator may be a new thing as well.
Right, they probably haven't seen that unless, of course, they watched the last stream, which you should do every month. What are we doing? Otherwise, I mean, is there anything better for you to do? That's the decontaminator. I was just looking for the ater part. That is the evaporator. So let's place one down here. And
What does it
no
do?
input resources. It evaporates various liquid to gain water.
Various.
Yes, you can have salt water, which you... Let's do that as well. Dredge up from the sea with the seawater collector.
So the big question is, what else?
And
Water.
blood! That was in the current version on Steam, it's main version, it still is a recipe in the laboratory, but we moved it like forward a little bit, put in the evaporator because it was thematically appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can evaporate ombu blood to...
Get water.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good move. Because water is so essential in this game. So
Gives you a little bit
great
more
thing.
of an incentive to be extremely mean to ombu. Salt, does that mean we may get into preserving food someday? I'm not sure about preserving because currently food doesn't decay. We thought about that, but maybe we'll add like higher tiers of food even still. So like a
some recipes.
chef's kitchen where
Yeah.
you have recipes that use multiple ingredients, and salt can totally be one of them.
Yeah. What would you prefer to have? Food to have the salt preservation or to make higher tier recipes? I think it's more fun to actually have more recipes than fighting with the preservation of food.
I think pretty soonish we're gonna look at and all this villager happiness stuff anyway, to give that a little bit of an overhaul. And higher tier foods would probably play very well into this.
Well, why not both though?
Yeah, because we don't currently have anything to make resources decay, and showing a decay bar for every single one of your 100 berries.
Well, there's this decomposition in the
but-
plots.
Yeah, in the plots, but they're not for like the resources are usually stored at like a pantry or something.
Yeah. But they are also, I mean, you can put them just on the floor if you don't have any storage.
Yeah, we could make them decompose then, but
Yeah.
if they're being processed somewhere, they're in storage already.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
I'm not sure if decomposition makes a lot of sense the way the game is, but yeah, we're still thinking about that. So. Yeah, we'll see. And also, like for salt, onbu food is still in consideration, and I think I can say that because we promised in the Kickstarter birds, tameable birds. We did promise that in the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Maybe I think birds need salt, right? Maybe you could
They
feed
do
the
need
birds.
salt. Why do birds need salt? I mean, not that
Well-
they don't.
Yeah, everything needs salt.
I mean, maybe I think of a goat that loves salt.
Like a licking
Yeah.
salt stones. Yeah.
Hey, Arno.
Yes.
Now, a bit off topic. I mean, still Wandering Village. Today, when I went to get some food,
There's a
Ooh,
the
look
manta
at-
rays
are these?
or whatever. They're probably gigantic. They're not manta rays per se. They're gigantic.
Actually, I think it would be cool if you don't show them at night. No, don't.
Yeah.
So we still have some exclusive
Yes.
footage for feature.
Maybe don't mention it. Now that I'm imagining it. Good job.
That's good. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry,
very-
folks.
Very sweet.
Hey, but I thought you lately you said that hey, for the upgrade for the update you're pretty far. You already did the big chunks that you had to implement into the game. Now I was wondering what you would fit very well and your character and what you like in games if you could take the time somewhere to actually check that we have the sun and the moon in the game, or like a cube map that actually looks solid and all that stuff. Also the birds that we had in the Kickstarter. I mean, these are the same thing as the manta rays right now, so we could actually put them in again into the mountains. So just have like this small update pack, which is really just ambient and mood and not gameplay at all, would be nice.
Yeah, and actually, when I first started working on the Wandering Village, I just got version and I was messing around in it. And the first thing I implemented was the day-night cycle that didn't
Right.
exist back then. And with this day-night cycle, I also had like the sun and the moon actually moving and
Yeah.
casting shadows in different directions. That was at one point in some version of the game. So you're right, that's very much up my
the
alley.
thing with the shadows and the sun, I'm not that sure because it makes
Well.
sense. I'm not. Yeah, because these are just billboards, so you would have flat.
Yes.
Really, they start
Right.
to just be a line.
That was the problem. The shadows
I
didn't
see.
really make sense then. But
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you could also like
But we could still have a moon.
yeah.
At least give us the moon.
We could also scavenge some of the new locations. Why not do that? Let's see. The text has.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, the text is missing.
Yeah, the text has disappeared.
Okay.
Roger.
No, I don't know any. It was my fault. Flamio Hotman said, if you connect food decay to temperature outside, it would also make sense. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I think it would probably decay fastest in the jungle where it's hot and humid, right? It doesn't matter too much. I think I do want to go up north here. And see our cheats at all times. I want to scavenge these new locations until we come across a decision. But
Mhm.
maybe that it'll be a while. high speed Ombu. Oh no, there's also a lot of poison here. Ooh, that doesn't look right.
Well, somebody was working on it. Maybe Robin worked on the system, so yeah, you know,
Let
for
me see
the
what
hostility
kind
modifier feature, so that it
Yeah.
gets notified there.
Also, it's lagging horribly because probably have infinite of these. I think it's
Yeah,
sounding
maybe it's
horrible.
just getting more and more.
I think it's sounding horrible if I. So
I
Yeah,
just
that's-
put the sound away from the game.
now you can put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because this is the Unity version. I can show you just real quick. It's running in Unity. So that's the most up-to-date version and the buggiest one. So
Hey, can't get everything.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, we are totally in the polishing phase for the new update, so we don't have too many new things to show exactly. So should we like keep playing the Wandering Village, or do you want to see us playing something else?
Yeah, not one game was mentioned so far, so I think
Vote
they were.
now. I don't know what you were voting on the new options. What did we?
Well, we can actually just show them what we would have on city building games. If you open Steam on the second screen, it's already collapsed so that you only see the games I have installed on the streaming PC.
So we could play
You can actually just change the
Among Us. Can I
yeah
put this here?
yeah, do it, no problem.
We could play Among Us. We're not gonna play Among Us.
No, we're not gonna play Among Us.
We could play Banished. We could play a round of Dawn of Man, which I've never played, but he has.
Yeah.
A little bit of Dorfromantik from our friends at Tucana. I don't know a single one of them, but some of us are friends with them, right?
I know them. I know them. Yeah, they're cool. They're super cool. I love to hang out with them at the last Gamescom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe some Islanders for a super nice city builder, also thematically appropriate because islands. Some kingdoms and castles, some microtown, which is a town but small. Some Timberborn.
Microtown. Just a town, but small. That's an awesome advertisement.
Some Timberborn. We are actually running a bundle with Timberborn, so if you're interested in Timberborn and own a village, or
Yeah.
the other way around, or you're interested in both of them and own none of them, you can buy both of them at a reduced price.
Oh,
Wow, what a
more
segue.
advertisement. That's great. As if the people. Oh, but yeah, you would have 10% off.
Ooh, Timberborn and the one bundle. What a deal! Okay, I'm gonna stop advertising at you now.
Yeah. Would you like to see us playing the Wandering Village, or would you see us playing one of these games except Among Us?
This one doesn't exist. I'm gonna uninstall it now.
You can do it. I wonder why it's on this computer.
Yeah, because we played it during COVID, like all together.
Ah,
Do you
I see.
remember? That was a while. That was a while ago. Or we could. What version of the demo is this?
That's probably the old one. Yeah.
The very
I
old
last
one.
played a year ago.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, why do we have all these games? First of all, I mean, we do have a hang for city building games, or at least most of us. But also, it's research, so yeah.
What is Dorfromantik? Roger,
What is
you
Dorfromantik?
pitch Dorfromantik.
It's tabletop-like game. I have played it. I love the guys, but I have played it before. Like, we can also check it out. It's a big German indie hit, I'd say, or at
Yeah.
least for German
Fair.
scale. They work, yeah, and you have like these hexagonal cards, and you just place one card next to each other, and there's a certain system how you can actually get more cards, and then you just evolve and make the city much bigger. Yeah. Would you like to see a trailer of it? So
Or we
or-
could also watch their developer broadcast and our
yeah,
developer broadcast.
that's super meta.
That's a great idea. Well,
Oh,
they've
tower.
been streaming
What do you
for
want?
210
Exactly.
hours. These guys are very dedicated.
All right. All right. That's exciting.
I think we have
Yeah.
both sounds on top of it because Wandering Village is still running.
It's still running. It's a good call. I'm gonna just shut this up.
Hi, Zoroarts Dev. Oh, another developer entered the chat. That's always when it's like people start sweating.
Well, I kind of want to play some Townscape because I never did that.
Let's
before.
go, and I think it's pretty easy to hop in.
Perfect. So we're just gonna play some Townscaper now. Well, what's the Wandering Village? Sorry, Zoro Arts, if you were here to see the Wandering Village, you are a little late. We just switched over to Townscape.
Yeah.
But you can still ask us a lot of questions about the Wandering Village, and we're fine, by the way. How about you?
And also, why don't you tell us what you are developing right now?
If you are in fact a developer. Okay, I see. And then I can probably. Well, I'm gonna make a giant ombu. How about that? I'm gonna model an ombu.
Oh yeah, that's great. And also, actually, with sound, it's I think the game is even much better. Are you starting with the head?
No, this is like the platform.
Oh, I thought you're gonna make it much bigger.
Okay, I'm gonna make it much bigger. Can I place multiple at a time?
And so, as far as I know, this is really just a placing game.
Yeah.
There are no resources. You can just do whatever you want. Oof, if you click like that, can you just make a path? Because like the sound design for this is not
But I can't drag.
just a splash all the time.
How do I drag?
You cannot drag?
No, I cannot drag.
Next game.
Settings.
Um,
Keyboard and mouse. Left click to add, right click
yeah,
to remove.
there is no drag.
There is no drag. Okay, we're gonna play.
So Artist released his first game, Mucky's Adventure, in January. It's an action platformer with shark demons. Shark demons sounds nice. Also started to work on my next game. Untitled 3. No, Untitled is 3 days ago. Although I'm pretty sure many of us have an Untitled 3 in our Unity library.
Okay, let's try building something actually cohesive here.
Do you know the algorithm he used for that?
No,
Okay,
I don't follow him on Twitter. I know that was a big thing back then.
yeah.
Also, Twitter, basically, yeah, controversial right now.
Aren't you still using it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just browsing it for artwork.
Yeah, I'm just browsing it for artwork. It's
Yes.
not like there's ArtStation, Beyond, or Steam, or...
Yeah. I mean, Steam?
I mean...
Do you like browse Steam posts? I've never done that.
Okay, if you're looking for fresh, unreleased content... Oh...
It's gonna be a big platform. Do we have to change the game in like the Twitch? Nah, yes, just leave it with the Wandering
I just
Village.
give you the sound design because I think it matters a little bit for the viewers.
I just dropped the dookie in the toilet.
But you did it 1,000 times. So people, while he's on it, I wanted to ask, are there any things you still want to know about the game, or do you have any complaints about
About us specifically?
yeah, about us, about some features that we implemented, some things that you still think, hey, it's about time that you fix that and do this better. Would be nice to just get some feedback while we are live, so we can actually face it right now, or we have to. Yeah.
I think it's gonna take me an hour to build, no, at least like 3 hours to build something.
I see. So maybe we just continue and make a cute city.
Yeah, let's just make like a ring city. No on-boost today, I'm afraid.
Flammy Hotman was like, keeps you wonder how the sounds were made.
Yeah. I think the Foley artist was like fully invested in the process.
He was invested with body and soul. I think this is really just a visually very pleasing proof of concept so far.
Well, let's not be too weird. It's just one of those Zen games, isn't it?
Yeah,
I imagine if I wasn't streaming, I would probably be more Zen.
but okay, but I would have to listen to a podcast
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, right. It's a podcast game. Absolutely.
I mean, now with this technology, you can implement it in all kinds of awesome, bigger scopes of a game. I mean, it's totally cool. It's just that I just wouldn't play it, but that's a personal preference.
Well, now we're getting into the angry video game nerd phase of the Wandering Village dev stream.
No, I'm not.
That does not look great yet.
I just think I would like to now, I don't know, I would like to have some sort of a castle fort simulation game for that, for example, where there are waves of enemies and then you can just build it really flowy.
Oh.
Or for Kingdoms and Castle, that would also be awesome.
I mean, it looks like something. It's an eye, an anime eye. Yeah.
I can totally see it. It's a Pokeball.
Yeah, right.
It's a Poke egg.
It's a Poke egg with anime hair. Perfect. Hey, it's like your favorite Final Fantasy character. Squall. I have no idea.
Hey, Squall taught me that everybody has to care and look for himself, and that in the end, he did shape us a little bit. My teens,
Well,
my youth.
well, that's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
No, we all have
you know,
our...
or Squall, Hermann Hesse, and all the other great guys
Exactly. Gandhi.
as well, for sure.
No, why is there a corner in there?
But you need to go higher.
Yeah, I know, but I just
you
wanna...
cannot turn the camera. Yeah,
I
you
can.
Okay.
Yes, but...
So no complaints so far. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I asked for complaints, but nothing arrived. So
Yeah, maybe they've all tuned out because we aren't playing their favorite video game, The Wandering Village. And arguably the best one.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Well, we could play Final Fantasy VIII one of these days. But that then we'd have to stream more regularly to get anywhere.
Sure. Yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. On Twitch, you really have to stream like weekly at least.
Yes.
But then you can't make enough content for the game. So here we are.
Right.
What shenanigans are we up to? Actually, we are playing other games. If you have any suggestions for what we should play, because I'm getting bored here. I'm sorry.
Well, now I have like the basic thing. I can start with like.
Hey, what you're actually doing, I can do in One Ring Village. Let me do that.
Okay. Let's go back to the One Ring Village. I'm sorry, Simon Stahlenhag. No, that's the other guy. Oskar Stahlberg. I'm sorry, Oskar, but we are going back to our video game.
It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. That's for sure.
Quit. Goodbye. And now we're gonna exchange places, and Roger is gonna play for once. Like you can see my Kickstarter One Ring Village T-shirt. If you've backed us on Kickstarter, you will have one of those as well. If not, you can go to hell.
So I finally look bigger than you.
Yeah, you always look bigger, but now you look taller as well.
Shenanigans. He was totally right.
So let's see what you can whip up.
So, have you heard about the decoration game, The Wandering Village?
No, tell me more.
Yeah, there's no gameplay. It's really just soothing, chilled, and
yeah, like there's no poison, no death, nothing that can hurt you in this world. Interesting.
I'm gonna. So, yeah.
Turn down the volume. This is now an ASMR stream.
No, not that much,
No.
but I think it's pretty loud.
Okay.
So.
This chair always like.
So here are decorations. And now let's just build a neat Zen garden. That's in the sandbox mode. Can you actually just place building as you want? So they can actually also play like that if they want.
There is no sandbox setting for that actually.
No? Free building? There's no.
That's just for us.
Oh, okay.
Because we are filthy cheaters.
So how would you like to have your Zen garden?
You go right ahead. You have full
will.
creative freedom.
If
Maybe make like a townscape or town.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
Hey, look, that brown patch looks not like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII.
My villagers need to go away. That's not a people's game. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, exactly. Marked enough trees.
So, oh yeah, the arcs. Have you used the arcs? They weren't
Arches.
the arcs. Excuse me, the arches. They were a little bit offset until you fixed it with the pivot point. But only if you mixed two of the arch styles. Now,
Does Ombu get better health regeneration if you adhere to Feng Shui? Well, not currently. And we're probably not planning on it. Because I have no idea what Feng Shui even means, even as a Chinese-looking person who's also kind of Chinese.
do you think Feng Shui is really a big thing there? I mean,
not really big, like.
Or a similar question would be: do you think actually that in India a lot of people do yoga? You know?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I've never been to India.
I think these decorations are called lanterns. But
Yes, they are.
There's no light
There's no light.
yet.
Yeah, we should maybe add like a fire. I think the bowl is there for a fire, most probably.
I hope so. Ooh. Oh, that's right.
Yep, just this pesky stone in the way. Rock. Yeah. Ah.
With the death mode, it's pretty easy.
And you just robbed him of his job.
Oh. You want a new job?
Alexander.
Here you go. Just checking in if he is actually doing what he's supposed to do. He's just pretending! Guys, I'm pretty sorry we are not that heavy on content this time. But as we already mentioned in the beginning of the stream, we are working heavily on a couple of trailers that should come out this summer.
Also like the finishing touches for the next big updates.
Exactly.
And finishing touches don't really make for a lot of new content. That's why Roger is letting his creative juices flow.
Have you seen this guy?
Hey,
Hey, boy!
would be good
Or
if you could
girl.
flip him. Like you have two and they both look at each other.
Flip buildings, is that an option in the future?
Yeah, I think it could be now already. I'm gonna
Yeah,
write
right.
that down
But then I need to implement the button somewhere.
Yes.
I don't want that.
because we don't want to put like for. So everything on Ombu is based on the same system, and the trees and so on have like random flip, so they can be flipped either way. And maybe we could implement like conscious flip for these decorations. That would make a lot of sense. We should actually totally do this.
Yeah.
A lot of good ideas from these streams. Maybe we should start. We should talk about video games more.
But we were already talking a lot about Squall and Final Fantasy VIII. That was great.
I mean, good video games.
Oh. You always have to look at the piece of art in time and space when it happened. So that's neat.
It's just you saying it aged bad. Well, I don't actually agree with the aged badly thing.
What?
I don't believe art can age badly. If art was good once, it's probably still good.
Art can't. But what? How? I mean, like the Star Wars revamp with the 3D. What do you think about that? They tried to do a
Well,
remake
Maybe
that it
aged
looks
badly
fresh.
is the wrong word. By modern sensibilities, it looks subpar, but still. I mean, art doesn't age per se. It is in a vacuum. Right? Well, no, not in a vacuum. That's totally wrong thing. But once it exists, it is unchangeable at this point.
Art lessons with Arno. That's great.
Deep thoughts.
So now I think we need a French garden.
Why French?
Why French? Because it's
What-
gonna
what
be
is a
overloaded,
French garden?
overloaded with flowers.
And what's gonna be in the center? Like yellow flowers or a pathway or?
Get away, tree. We are building a garden here. So the chat is also probably
Yeah, you
pretty chill right
you've
now.
lulled them all to sleep.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and also with the new ambient sounds. I mean, what you gonna do? Good night, Ombu. You have
Right,
a
Ombu is
garden
also
on your
still
back.
sleeping. Can you wake him up and then walk and then take this garden through different biomes at least?
Should I do that? Set animal stats.
But that won't do anything because like his whole metabolism is off
Oh.
in Death Mode. You should just plant a whole blower probably.
Okay, let's do it. this way. What do you think? Is Philo actually watching us from her holidays right now?
If you're in the chat, Philomena, maybe don't write, just put down your phone and go on holiday.
No. I mean, if that's holiday for her.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. You know what? This animation could be a little bit smoother. Because he moves like up to the head goes up, and then it goes like this. So it's like on the y-axis, then on the z, instead of like.
Umbu impressions with Roger.
Great. What more? Oh, the Ombu Pharmacy. Such a neat building.
Yeah, you can place it in the middle, right there. Like
Maybe,
decorative in itself.
I think these are in the way right now. And this.
Hi. Kaiburg? Keyburg? I don't know how to pronounce this.
Chiburg
Keyburg.
from Winter Tour.
Well, I don't know if it's that, but
It could be. I mean, how many keyboards are gonna be? Maybe. I think so.
I've like knowing the US, there's probably 72 Keyburgs, like in Minnesota and in Mississippi and in Alabama. And
Yeah, new keyboard.
yeah.
Probably in Kansas. Alabama, yeah.
I'm a Stapfer by marriage. What's a Stapfer?
I don't know.
That's too local even for us. But good for you.
He's from Schaffhausen, I'm from Zurich. Maybe if
yeah.
we should actually, if we cross each other, our minds, we should know everything
We should
about Winter Tour.
Create one person from Winter Tour, yes.
Hey, great to hear. So when picking a name, I had to use something Swiss and it stuck. Okay.
Yeah, and soon there's gonna be an update. If you're up to date on the Discord, you can like test some of these features, like all of these decorations out in the testing branch. And yeah, soon there's gonna be the big update where we added lots and lots of stuff. So
Me complaining about Townscaper being a boring game. Also me, oh, Wandering Village is just a decoration game.
well, like this brown patch in the center looks a bit barren. You should maybe do something about that.
Oh, the granary is also such a beautiful building. Which one? In the middle here?
Yeah, the brown patch, exactly. It's only
I will
3
fill
wide.
it soon. And why does it have to be symmetric? I don't know.
Well, you said it was French, and I think that looks very French.
It does, yeah. But it needs more garden. More flowers.
You learned German at the Migro Clubschule. Yeah, that's where my mother learned German as well. So
Pretty sure my mother was there as well.
yeah, I think
Or no, she was at the EB, Erwachsenenbildung, I think.
and I think at one point my mother actually taught Chinese there. I don't know if that's true. It's just something I remember.
Yeah, you need to tell them. Also, it's quite a nice hike to get there, to the keyboard. So you said the patch here
Yes.
is annoying.
We don't
Trees
have any
too big,
that are
right?
3 wide. It's maybe a little bit of an oversight. wide, but we have several that are 1 wide. Maybe just a path leading up to the pharmacy down the center, and then some decorations at the either side.
Actually, gonna. A little bit bigger. Oops.
Migros is a Swiss wonder, isn't it? Kind of like Trader Joe's crossed with Walmart.
I like your way of thinking, but I don't know if I can actually follow it.
I've never actually been to a Walmart. I've been at the Trader Joe's in the US, but never a Walmart, because it just feels so alien to us, like this giant store. Weird.
Yeah.
I think Trader Joe's is pretty close, actually.
We have giant stores, but not in the Walmart style.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what they sell, just everything.
Yeah,
right?
you can sell everything.
Yeah. I mean, we have like IKEA, which is huge, or like all this construction houses.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I think IKEA is like the biggest just one house store you can find around here. By the way, if you do what Roger is doing, in the actual game, you're totally gonna die, because this is a total waste of resources, but it's pretty. And if you if you like do well enough to be able to splurge like this,
hey, I'm actually working on the thumbnail for this stream.
Well, you should maybe start working on the thumbnail for last month's stream, Roger.
That's not a story.
Because we haven't uploaded that to YouTube yet.
No, it's not possible anymore. Because on Twitch you have to download it, and within a week, and there was so much to do. It was like, I don't, priorities, and then in the end it was gone. That's also why I wanted to record it right away.
Yeah, we have like a little recording screen here, but it kind of killed our sound. That's why we weren't sure about.
You know what? I'm not sure if it killed it or if it just weren't sure.
Yeah.
We can do a test stream on the other account afterwards.
Our secret account.
It's just my personal. Yeah, it looks great. Let's make a picture.
Are we working on any new games? Not yet. Like, not actively.
Oops.
We have like a few prototypes flying around, but we haven't really homed in on anything that's gonna be our next big project after the one we will.
Yeah, there was a thing actually we have, I don't know, around 15 or more prototypes lying in a folder that said most of them aren't very far. We have one which is a dungeon crawler, right? Thing. Clawler.
It's like a crane game.
Which could be a smaller game, but it was a very hot thing in the studio for a couple of weeks, and now we are already moving on to make this update as good as it can be.
Right now, Wandering Village takes absolute priority, because still in early access, still very actively working on it. And once Wandering Village nears like the end of its development, we're gonna like really actively look into starting the next big thing.
Now I think we have such a nice garden, but just no people to enjoy it. Hey, hello everybody. How are you doing? Oh yeah. Hi everybody. You need houses. Now they complain.
Maybe you can now build them a nice neighborhood. They now have this cool park, but
sure. Like an American neighborhood.
Just one street where everyone has the same house and a little like.
Yeah, and then there's how'd you say it? A roundabout in the end.
You cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. It's like French
but that's the French version.
Yeah. But I think they
Just
say
wonder
they
how
say
to
it
do the
they say in
roundabout.
America too. I think.
No, I mean at least the GPS always say roundabout in 300 meters.
And cul-de-sac, of course, is French for ass of the sack. No idea.
The end? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably the end. My only friend.
A Swiss themed roundabout. Hey, although
Yeah, look, Keyboard was saying as well, roundabouts are not a thing. It's a cul-de-sac at the end of the street, at the end of the road in a little suburb outside of Houston, Texas.
okay, maybe it's English. I don't know.
Roundabouts are English, yeah? Or European. I don't think Americans like them all that much, typically.
What?
Roundabouts.
But like when I lived a month in Concord, which is next to San Francisco, like suburbs, and that was like really just all the same houses. I mean, maybe it's not even for American perspective. It was not like that, but for European, where everything, it's all towns are just like one labyrinth, one maze. For me, it looked like that. That's a lot of the same. And they were always the end of the street was like where you can turn your car.
Yes. Also, why don't you play full screen?
I don't know.
It's much nicer, isn't it?
Yep. Nope. Well,
Remember, riding in Switzerland was really a matter of being very sure where you know you were going. Yeah, it's like all a little bit twisty-turny here.
you love the trains the most. Now I moved to northern Switzerland, right at the border, and every day I pass the Rheinfall.
Yeah, it's very picturesque.
Yeah, which is one of the postcard spots of Switzerland.
I mean, this little neighborhood looks nice and all, but there's not nearly enough housing.
What do you mean? Hey,
Check the amount of beds we have. Like, yeah, click.
they can
There.
decide if they are idling or not.
Yeah. Click on it.
What?
We have 60 housing and 316 people.
Okay,
So we should maybe build some more neighborhoods.
let's go.
Pretty boy.
Thank you. We can do all the same here again. It's not symmetrical.
Yeah, it won't fit the tree like
Oh yeah, you're right.
maybe you could put a pavilion there for like some change of pace.
All good. The music's also so chill right now. It's just the ambient track.
That was the thing about America for me. It was very easy to get around because
Yeah,
it's all
like Fifth Street.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fifth Street goes on for miles throughout the entire city, and then at some point you turn to I don't know, something boulevard, and then you're where you're supposed to be.
Claudio, who's the musician, he writes his own music. I used to make music with him actually, also, but that was 2012 when dubstep was cool and was not at all what you're hearing right now. We build around the roads because they came first. Yeah. More houses. Okay.
I mean, our game is grid-based, so Wandering Village operates like similarly in a way with the so-called Manhattan distance.
Oh no! Cannot build here. Well.
Which is like very nice, and you just it's very easy to keep tabs of where you are and how to build stuff, but can be very inefficient when you have to walk like diagonally. Just possibly weird.
Also, so now, what they do now, the decoration matters right now?
Yeah.
Or they didn't used to matter in the last...
It mattered too much on the testing branch.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
still does, from what I know. And it was never supposed to matter that much. Just some numbers we punched it in at one stage. Now there's like a slight negative and a slight positive if you have either none or full decoration. So it is more efficient to place decoration. We didn't want that to be inefficient, but you don't have to do it still if you just don't feel like it.
I'm doing the campsite of a festival right now.
And then put a Burning Man in the center or something.
Right, something needs to be burning and the guy needs to be...
And someone pisses on your tent.
I would love to put the hornblower here because there's always somebody too loud in the tent area of a festival. Can I do? Oops. I don't want to spoiler that.
What?
The
Yes.
monuments.
But okay, the spoiler is out there. I mean, it's been,
Yeah.
what, 8 months now that the game's been out. Well, 7 and a bit.
Oh, they need a big tree in the middle as well.
Something to burn off the spores. Yeah, right. We can just put a decontaminator in the middle, like a flame. What are these guys called that like juggle with torches?
I don't know. Fire jugglers. I have no idea. So we have 160.
Yeah.
Not that much more. Only double. Now we come to the suburbs.
Well, isn't that already a suburb?
Or
out there? Or is
at
this
least, I
luxury?
mean, like the,
Okay,
just
this is the affordable suburb.
Oops. And stone roads.
Also very authentic, like the affordable housing is very close to the very loud thing.
Yeah.
You can place like one bit of decoration there. Like you get
Yeah.
one bush. Here you are, guys. Be happy.
Yeah, the community center did its best, but there was no money, I'm sorry.
Well, the homeowners association deemed this tree to would ruin the character of the neighborhood, so we just placed this little bush here, and that's it.
There you go.
But now they're hungry, aren't they? They want pizza, and they want it now. There's no pizza in the game. Maybe we could put pizza in the game.
Burning Man Festival, burn off sports.
Yeah. No, but
Well, in the desert-
festivals-
Yeah.
And festivals are still an idea, probably
Oh,
closest to
right.
your mind.
Right.
Um,
Buskers. Or how are they called?
yeah, the buskers, but that's not really the festival part. Like you had
Right.
these big festivals in mind, that entirety of Ombu.
Yeah, yeah. You get
Celebrate.
decorations, some
And
some flags,
then you get
colorful.
like a buff for your entire village for like a while. Maybe we can put something like that.
Okay. And if it's American City, we also need some homeless people. Sorry. maybe I think it's kind of maybe I'm not taking it so seriously because the awareness here is just a different one.
Switch chairs. This chair is horrible.
Hey, I have housing for everybody,
Yeah, nice.
so it's all good.
So it's utopia.
But there's no work. Maybe it's more communism. No, okay, there was always enough work in communism because you could just give
It was all
somebody
planned.
like a screwdriver and the job.
Ooh, our Lada production rate has just gone up by 2%. No beer, no pizza. Utopia at its finest. Yeah, beer was also an idea, like brewery and a tavern where people can meet and socialize, but we thought it would be infuriating if they socialize too much and don't work while something's happening. Like
me from my side, I would also like just to see more depth for the Ombo needs, because we are only living on this planet because Ombo is actually saving us from the spores, so we should take more care of the giant.
That's why we currently have like no social gatherings for our people, because they're too busy taking care of.
Well, I mean, maybe Ombo would also like some nice music, you know. Ooh. My cat also looks bird TV. Have you already? Yeah.
We've tried that, but ours isn't very interested.
It helped. It worked a little bit. Come on, communism had housing and almost no homeless. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That would be Banished. That's a great game too.
What would be Banished?
What's the reference to Banish? Actually, I mean, it's a commune. Yeah. And they all have to live together.
Banished was really good.
I mean...
Probably play Banished. Banished was cool. I like Banished.
Also, these moving events, when will they build on?
Yeah, they currently... I mean, this is the cold snap cloud currently stretched.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are all the things you expect to see probably in like a work in progress version.
I mean, the theater to entertain Ombo, he doesn't have eyes on his back, but I'm thinking with music, it's like, I don't know. It probably needs to be really slow music so it fits his slow heartbeat. Not music you can, as a human, you can actually hear, but it's probably not audible. But I don't see why animals cannot just like some sort of music.
Okay, Keyboard writes, I want an ocean to swim through. Well, we have just the thing.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go find an ocean, Roger.
Yeah, I'm actually on the way.
Look, there's a little bit of an ocean in the shipwreck.
There's a shipwreck.
There's another shipwreck, and there's another shipwreck. My god, this is a dangerous part of the ocean.
Okay, let's not go there. There's another ocean coming, so...
And now zoom in.
Sure, I'll zoom in. Oops, I'm sorry. So...
Oh, and also there's a lot of poison.
So... And it's another day. In the beautiful... Oh my god, everybody's dying.
Do you want to like just plonk a decontaminator down or something like that?
Hey, we finally have work.
Yeah.
It's actually not really work, it's more like war, but you get a job and it's sold.
And maybe just
Yeah. I'll pause the game. And
why don't you place like one warehouse and then give it 10,000 biogas? And
I see.
No, you gave that biogas to the tree, I think. No. Because our decontaminators do need fuel to burn things down. There.
Why is this so pixelated? Just the error messages.
No idea.
It fits.
Yeah.
So, some people got a job.
You can also just do it all at once in the very handy worker management tool. You don't have to click on every building individually.
And let's still do the thing of the warehouse.
And also just zoom out, do me a favor. I want to see all you go for a swim.
Let's go.
High speed. Yeah.
Oh, the transition from
This transition is not correct
not
yet,
made
yes.
yet.
Go on, Ombu. You have to be a little patient with him, but the water is...
I would
amazing.
actually love to show you the transition from desert to the ocean, because that's already
That looks really nice, yes.
peak art style from our art lead.
Subnautica stuff right there, yeah, that was the thing I always had in mind. Subnautica is so good. Doing a lot to advertise other games, yeah, you should still totally buy the Wandering Village. Even if you want Subnautica.
They probably all have the game
Yeah,
already,
probably.
so
Tell all of your friends, or we're gonna find them.
and now let's see. Swim, Umbo.
Now this water doesn't look very deep, but keep in mind that Ombu is like 300 meters tall. So yeah, I think your villagers would have little chance to survive this without our big friend. Outboard Ombu.
What's an outboard
With an
Umbo?
outboard motor, like, you know.
Ah, the
Yes.
Would be interesting to see some bubbles coming up from behind.
Yeah, we should do that when he almost like.
Just
I mean, you
oh yeah, right.
the dunk collector already doesn't work when Ombu's swimming, because, yeah, and maybe we could add like some bubbles.
I think the tail is actually still in work in progress.
Oh, and Ombu's going towards an island.
Now, but I want to show you the transition from a desert to the water. Although there's not a high chance we'll find it very soon.
We're maybe a little too dense on the decorative objects in the,
It
in the
is,
ocean.
it
Yeah,
is.
we should get rid of some of those.
Look at this. No, it's too
Looks
much.
very-
Also, I think
yeah.
need more versions.
Yeah,
The third one, maybe, it's pretty done pretty fast.
it's biogas powered when Ombu does relieve itself in the water. Exciting video games. Go, yes, no. Let's find water.
Please, we need some
Water. No. We need a desert now. It never stops, does it?
No, you could actually change it and make that only
Yeah.
deserts and water biomes are spawned.
But we are probably too lazy for that, right?
Right.
Oh, now we're... Is this a spoiler?
Hey, a spoiler coming ahead, so we
You haven't
will
played the game?
let you
The
know.
off chance? Ah, hey, nice, smooth. Didn't even know that was possible.
Me neither.
Well done.
I actually was afraid that I would kill the game. Ooh, what is this?
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
Can you go
I
up?
could
No,
click it.
upward.
I could check for a tooltip, but there's no tooltip right now.
Yes, because it's mysterious. We're never gonna find a water biome.
Okay. How do I get? Where? What?
Let me.
Let's go.
We do need a window.
Right.
Probably, what was it, the project?
Yeah, general scene.
General project.
Ah, okay.
And then enter, please. We're on veteran, right?
We are playing on adapt.
Ah, that's novice actually.
Ah, the novice.
Let me see. Biomes. Easy.
Yeah, I think
no,
you're
not
right.
biomes, difficulty modes. Easy. And now we also need an inspector, of course. I forgot. Okay, we're gonna throw out everything but desert and water, right?
Yeah.
Also here, only desert and water.
Actually, I don't know if we are just showing too much.
Yeah.
But why not? Why not have some behind the scenes?
That's what dev streams are for, right?
Yeah. And now it's gonna take a while until some far off biomes spawn that weren't generated already.
How about you guys? How was your day? Ooh, yeah, going to the desert. Mysterious biohazard or something, so they at least recognize that it's biohazard symbol in some way. Good. Ah,
Yeah.
look there we are.
Due to our changes? I'm not sure.
Stop.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, what time is it? I'll just actually reset the time. See what it's getting night. Okay, set the time. This. Oh, an earthquake that still needs to be polished. I know, I said I would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything in the cheat mode that we have.
Day was fine. Evening is good thanks to you guys. Oh. Day is still new here, not midday yet. Yeah, that's the difficult thing about like streaming over the internet. It's time zones.
Aha.
Weird.
Okay.
We try to stream a little later so people like in the US have a chance to actually watch.
Yeah, so we are actually already way off our office hours, but it's still too soon for the States, so it's kind of hard for us to do it. But hey, I really just wanted to show you this desert ocean transition, which is already made. Look at this. Some islands far away.
Little shore. It's cool time for UK though. Yeah, it's European. Perfect for Europeans. Very bad for everyone else. Also,
Are you sure your UK people are Europeans?
depending on who you ask.
No, just kidding. I mean, Swiss are the same.
not mainland Europeans, that's
Yeah.
certainly not. But I
Yeah,
would
but
say-
like Switzerland is also not part of the EU.
Yeah.
So. Okay, now.
Chaos should be asleep. Yeah, all the way in Asia, it's very late there. True. Yeah, no ideal time for all of this.
Hey, bad and good news at the same time. So I think we actually gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should maybe go eat something or something.
Yeah, some food would be great. Also, like because all these trailers have deadline, and there were long evenings this week. Another thing that it's used to our studio.
Yeah, we're
and
not
also
really all this crunchy, but
yeah, we're not crunchy at all. But sometimes you just have a deadline.
and we usually don't set deadlines ourselves. It's the trailers that make for deadlines. So. And the secretive organization the trailer is for, we cannot tell you who it is.
Like if you get a Rivella, think of me. You can't get it here, and I love it.
Yeah, it never did make it out of Switzerland.
Yeah, they tried it several times.
But it always like fell flat on its face in Germany already, and then it stopped. So, but we will think of you if we do get a rebel.
Yeah. If you get around the Bud Light, you can keep it. No?
Not because of the recent controversy, but just because it's Bud Light.
No, just because the light thing.
Yeah, but Pabst Blue Ribbon, I could go for a Pabst Blue Ribbon one of these days. Just
No, I don't know the joke. No.
I know a lot of jokes about Bud Light, but not the specific one, probably.
Thank you, Velvet Clove. Hey, yeah. There was Ombu swimming. Now he's standing already again. I'll just change the scene to say goodbye.
I have heard that joke before.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
So, hey, thank you everybody
High resolution us.
for being here. High resolution
Well,
us. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to turn in again next time around. So that every first day of the month,
Yeah.
where we
And remember, everything will come out great. So, unless there's a big spore nebula in front of you.
yeah, that's probably gonna. I'm gonna see how it looks like on the roadmap. Oh well, it's not. It's
Just
not
a
too
small
bad.
one.
Just a small island with a few,
Yeah.
with a little bit of poison. Meh. Nothing we couldn't deal with.
Okay. So goodbye, everybody.
Hey, yeah, see you around. Hopefully next time. We should have something out already. Bye.